Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Morning, Timur, Ameda. How's everyone doing today? Remember, if you're here and you're watching us and I don't know who you are, make sure you tell me so that we can say hello to you and make sure you get put into the raffle for every week that we have on Mondays for an Amazon gift card. All right, so make sure you do that. How's everybody doing today? Good? I hope so. We have a wonderful day today. Good morning, Maxime. I have a great class today. We are going to do our calendar, our geography, and I have a really cool story for you guys. It's called The Mystery of the Mona Lisa. Do you guys know what the Mona Lisa is? Well, if you don't, you're going to find out. So today we're going to read a mystery story and talk about the problems, the solution, and again, as always, making inferences. What can we tell from the story that we didn't know already? Or using information, not that we didn't know already, but using information that we already know, right? All right. So with that being said, let's start with our calendar. Today is the last day of April. April's gone. May is here. Oh my goodness. And so we are now on 7 weeks of homeschooling. How's everybody doing with that? Is everyone doing okay? Yeah, 7 weeks of Miss Maggio doing classes on YouTube. Good stuff. All right. So here we go, everybody. Or almost 7 weeks anyways. All right, so let's go. What is the day today? If yesterday was time out. Morning, Camila. If yesterday was Wednesday, today must be Thursday. Very good. If yesterday was Wednesday, today must be Thursday. If today is Thursday, then tomorrow must be Friday. Excellent job, you guys. Excellent job. You ready to sing it with me? If yesterday was Wednesday, today must be Thursday. If today is Thursday, then tomorrow must be Friday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today, Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday. Yeah? Yeah. All right. So today is the last day of the month of April. What month comes after April? Who knows? What month is after April? Hi-ho, the area. What month is after April? Yes, you got it. The month after April is May. So tomorrow will be May 1st, also known as May Day. Okay? So tomorrow will be May 1st. So today is Thursday. Now remember, we do the day, the month, the date, and then the year. Okay? Ready? Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2020. Right? Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2020. Right? All right. Let's do our number 30 in tally marks. Are you ready? We're going to tally mark our number 30. Who remembers how to do it? Good morning, Sophia. Hi, sweet girl. All right, let's do our 30 in tally marks. How much is this? What is that? How many? How much? What does that equal? 10? No. Right, 5. Okay, it equals 5. So you ready? So there's 5. We're going to count by 5s. You guys know how to count by 5? I think you do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so that's how we would represent the number 30 using tally marks. They're called tally marks, okay? And this tally mark represents 5. And if you forget how many, you can always know because there's 5 lines in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So these are 30 tally marks, right? Yes. Good morning, Justin, Lucas, and Ava. Good morning, good morning. All right, so we have tally marks. Yes? All right, so we have tally marks in the number 30. All right, now it's time for weather around the world. My globe blew away. I've got to go get it. I found it. Ta-da! Yesterday we learned about the rotation of the earth and what causes the seasons, right? All right, remember that it takes how many days for the earth to go all the way around the sun? How many days? Who remembers? You're right. 365 days for the earth to go all the way around the sun, right? So, to make, and 365 days is equal to one year. Very good, okay? So, what do I have that's yellow? The chicken. All right, this chicken is the sun. Here comes the sun. All right, chicken, sun. It takes the earth 365 days to go all the way around once. And that's equal to 1 year. Okay? Now, in the meantime, hold on. In the meantime, remember, while the earth is going around the sun, it also rotates, right? And so it rotates and goes around and around and around every 24 hours, okay? So if you are big kids out there, then you can find out how many hours there are in a year. Because if there's 24 hours in a day and there's 365 days in a year, then you would need to multiply 365 by 24. That's a big kid question, all right? Ava Rose, who else is out there? Maxime, who else is out there that can do multiplication? If Bo was there, maybe. All right, so, and I expect an answer. How many hours are there in a year? 365 times 24. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, so that's what we did yesterday, right? Now, let's find out what the weather around the world is. Let's do our continents. Are we ready? Antarctica. Oceania. Oops. Asia. Africa. Europe. North America. South America. Very good, 8,760. I can't really check that out, but if you used a calculator, you could also find that out too. Let's see if that is the correct answer. 365 times 24 is 8,760. So there are 8,760 hours in one whole year. Holy schmoly! Wow! I have Easter decorations up until the end of April. I know, because they're pretty. I need to get some other decorations. All right, ready? Back to how many continents? Are 7 continents, right? Antarctica, Antarctica, Oceania, Oceania, Asia, Asia, Europe, Africa, Europe, Africa, North America, South America. Okay, so North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Oceania, Antarctica. All right, and what happens, what changes our seasons? Who remembers what changes the seasons? When the earth tips closer to the sun, all right, here's my sun, here's my chicken, and it tips closer to the sun, that means it's summertime in the northern hemisphere. And then when it goes backwards, and the southern hemisphere is closer to the sun, that means in the northern hemisphere, it's winter, right? And it's summer in the southern hemisphere. And then when it tilts back, the northern hemisphere, which is the northern hemisphere is the part above the equator, then you get the summer in the northern hemisphere and the winter in the southern hemisphere. And since we are here in the Dominican Republic, do our seasons change very much? Or Ms. Maggio is, and many of you are. Do we have a lot of changing seasons? Can we tell when the seasons change very much? Not so much. Not so much. All right, what are the names of the seasons? Winter is when it snows. After winter comes spring, when all the flowers bloom. After spring is summer, when it's hot. It's always hot here. And then after summer is fall, when all the leaves fall off the tree. Right? Yes, Miss Maggio, yes. All right. Very good, very good. Okay, now, really quickly, we are going to do the weather around the world. What's the weather in your neck of the woods? Is it cold in Antarctica today? Probably. Let's see, what is the weather? Oh my gosh, it got really cold again in Antarctica. Monday it was minus 13. Today, minus 56. But at least it's sunny. Good day to be a penguin. All right, now let's go to Oceania, and we're going to go to Derby, Australia. Derby, Australia is in the northern part of the country of the northern part of Australia. And so in Derby, Australia, right now it is 9:14 p.m. and it is currently it's 82 degrees there. 82? Holy schmoly. All right, and it's nighttime. Remember? And here is Derby, Australia. Derby, Australia. All right. Oh, it's quite close to the equator, so I guess it would be there. And now we're going to go to Thailand. We're going to go to Bangkok. Bangkok, Thailand. And here is Thailand in Asia. And Bangkok, Thailand right now, it is 88 degrees. And then we're going to go to Africa. We're going to go to Madagascar. Anybody see the movie? I'm sure you did, the Disney movie Madagascar. I think it's a Disney movie. Anyways, in Madagascar, it is currently a beautiful 72 degrees. That's a city in Madagascar. And then we're going to go to Paris because today we're going to be talking about the Mona Lisa. We're reading a story about the mystery of the Mona Lisa. So let's see what the weather is in Paris today. It is 3:15 p.m. and je suis oui oui. And here is France. And it is 57 degrees in France. And it is mostly cloudy. It's a cloudy day there. And then finally, let us go to North America and South America. South America today, we have Montevideo. Cool name, huh? Montevideo. Montevideo is in, or Montevideo is in Uruguay, which is right here, south of Brazil. Montevideo. Yeah, and it is 61 degrees there today. 61 degrees. And I didn't even look up a place in North America. So I guess we're just going to go to Richmond, Virginia. And it's raining there. 63 degrees and wet and raining. Looks like you're going to need, oh my goodness, you're going to need your umbrella today. All right, here we go. Okay, I bet you didn't think Miss Madhu was going to pull out her umbrella, did you? No. You guys are so crazy. All right, here we go. Math time, math time. Math time, math time. All right, subtraction action. Who's ready for subtraction action? I am. All right, let me think. What number are we going to subtract today? Today we'll do 642 minus 246. 246, 642. I'm getting really good, aren't I? All right, here we go. So remember, we go from the right to the left, and then we have to check our top number first, right? All right, so is a 2 bigger than a 6? No! So we're going to, oh, sorry, I crossed something too. I didn't even ask my neighbor if I could borrow one yet. How rude of me. Mr. 4, can I borrow one? Yes, you can borrow one. So I'm going to borrow one from my 4, making the 4, I take one away, makes the 4 a 3, right? And then I have my 2 here. So I'm going to put a 1 in front of my 2. Okay? So what's 12 minus 6? Very good. 12 minus 6 is 6. And now I'm going to look over here. Is a 3 bigger than a 4? No. So I need to ask my neighbor number 6 if I could borrow one. Neighbor number 6, can I borrow one? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I'm going to take 1. I'm going to borrow 1 away from my 6. Making it a 5, and I'm going to put a 1 in front of my 3, okay? And what is 13 minus 4? Right, it's 9. And 5 minus 2? 3, very good. So 642 minus 246 is 396. Okay? And there is our subtraction. Okie dokie, here we go. Oh my goodness, it says chapter test. What? So, here he says is read the question, circle the correct answer. Can y'all see that? It says, how many? Now, what is this called? This is called a what? When it has pictures in it, it's called a picture graph. Very good. This is called a picture graph, right? We remember? And these are animals in the zoo. So we have elephants, lions, and monkeys. How many are there? How many elephants are there? You're right. There are 3 elephants. 1, 2, 3. So I would circle B. Right? Because there's 3 elephants. All right. Moving on. Favorite fruit. Let's look. Here's our tally marks, right? So we have fruits. Banana, apple, pear. We have our tallies. Can you see them? Okay. How many total bananas are there? We have 5, 6. How many total apples are there? 1, 2, 3. Good. And how many pears are there? Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. So how many votes did the banana get? How many people voted for a banana? Banana. Banana. Here's the banana. How many votes did it get? 6. So you would circle 6, right? Which fruit has the most votes? Meaning the biggest number. Which fruit has the biggest number of votes? Banana, apple, or pear? Right, banana. Very good. The banana has the most votes. Not boats. I said the most votes. The most votes. So I would circle banana. Did you get it? I bet you did. I bet you got it. I bet you got it. All right. Next. And favorite ways to go. So our favorite ways of transportation, right? Okay. So let's see. We have airplane. We have cars. And we have the bus. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. All right. So we have airplane, cars, and bus. How many airplanes are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many airplanes are there? 4. Very good. And this is called a what? Is this a bar graph? No. It's a picture graph. Very good. A picture graph. And last one, objects in a drawer. We have pencil, glue, scissors. Okay? Pencil, glue, and scissors. Objects in a drawer. Okay? How many pencils are there? Here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many glues are there? 1, 2. How many pairs of scissors are there? 1. Okay? How many more pencils are there than glue? How many more pencils than glue? Let's see. How many pencils are there? 4. How much glue is there? 2. All right. So how many more are there? So here, each of them have 2. How many more pencils? 1, 2. Or you could do 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, so how many more pencils than glue? There's 2 more pencils than there are glue. So I'm going to take and I'm going to circle this letter F, because the answer is 2. Good job, guys. Hi, Yvonne. So who can tell me, is this a picture graph or a bar graph? Right, it's a bar graph because there's no pictures in this graph. They're not using the picture of a pencil to tell you how many there are. They're using just the bars, okay? Super job, guys. All right, now let's analyze our line plots. Who remembers line plots from yesterday? Okay. How can you answer questions from data in the line plots? So here we have numbers of dolls. And how many of their friends have how many dolls? Good job, Yvonne. So you have, how many of her friends have 0 dolls? 1 doll, 2 dolls, 3 dolls, 4 dolls, or 5 dolls. Okay? So what's a doll? Rue is a doll. See? Oh, my baby Rue is a doll. Yeah. All right. So how many friends have 3 dolls? Okay. How many friends have 3 dolls? Let's find 3. And let's count how many friends have 3 dolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 friends each have 3 dolls. Okay? Ms. Maja has 2 dolls. I have Rue and I have Peter Pirate. Okay. Here we go. We're going to practice my friend's allowance. An allowance, for those of you that don't know what an allowance is money that you get from your mom or your dad for doing and helping to do some things around the house. Okay? So if you do something, maybe your mom and dad gives you $1 or maybe 50 pesos or something like that to do something at home. And that's an allowance, okay? Money that you are given after you do something, okay? So we have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, and $10. So we're going to see my friends' allowances. How many of my friends get $5 for their allowance? How many of my friends get $5 for their allowance? We have to count the X's. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So 3 of my friends get an allowance of $5. Okay? How much allowance do most people get? Okay? So how do you tell that? The most X's there are, the most friends in whichever one there is, that would be the average or the most people that get which allowance, okay? So how many children, how much allowance do most people get? So what's the average? How much allowance? It's the average allowance. What's the average amount of money that most of the children receive for helping at home? Right, $7. So most of the children, there's 4 children, and the average of what those children get, more or less, is $7. Okay? So we have to look at what the most children get, and that's where you tell how much money they mostly get. Okay. And then how many people get more than $6? How many people get more than $6? So you can't include the $6. It's not saying how many people get $6 or more. It's saying how many people get more than $6. Anybody? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. The 5 children get more than $6. Good job, Justin and Lucas. All right. 5 children get more than $6. All right. Use the data from the line plot to answer the questions below. Number of pennies. I wonder if mom would let me have 5 dogs. Would your mom let you have 5 dogs? Probably not. All right. Here we have the number of pennies. Okay? And the number of pennies that people found. Okay? So how many people found 0 pennies? How many people found 1 penny? How many people found 2 pennies? How many people found 3 pennies? How many people found 4 pennies? How many people found 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pennies? Okay? So, how many people found pennies total? All right? How many people found pennies? These are all the people that found pennies. How many of them are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So how many people found pennies? Right. I don't know. How many did I just say? 15? I don't remember. Or 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 people found pennies. Okay? So here I would write 15. 1, 5. How many people found more than 5 pennies? So how many people found more? A bigger number than 5 pennies. How many people found more than 5 pennies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 people found more than 5 pennies. Okay? More, bigger number. How many people found less than 5 pennies? Meaning smaller number. And it's not saying how many people found 5 pennies or less, so you can't include the number 5. All right? How many people found less than 5 pennies? So how many people found less than 5 pennies? Well, there's nobody who had 5 pennies anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people found less than 9 pennies. So we would write the number 9 here. Good job. So smart you guys are. Okay. How many people have 5 dogs? So she's thinking, I wonder if mom would let me have 5 dogs. How many people have 5 dogs? Zero. So we would color in the bubble, circle, 0. How many people have 5 dogs? 0 people have 5 dogs. How many people have 1 dog? 3 people have 1 dog. How many people have 0 dogs? 2. How many people have 3 dogs? 1. How many people have 4 dogs? 1. That's still a lot of dogs. But nobody has 5 dogs. It's a lot. Maybe if you're old MacDonald and you live on a farm. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had 5 dogs, E-I-E-I-O. Oh, heaven, Miss Mandu's going cuckoo. All right. So now we are going to read the mystery, the Mona Lisa mystery. Who knows what the Mona Lisa is? Anybody? Anybody? Remember? I don't remember if the Mona Lisa. Yes, she was. Remember I think it was the very first day of class was your homework assignment to find out about the Mona Lisa. Wasn't it? Maybe that was the second day. think the first day was Picasso. Anyways, Mona Lisa is a painting by Leonardo da Vinci, who is an Italian painter, okay? And this is one of his masterpieces. Vocabulary word. What is a masterpiece? A masterpiece is a very important work of art. It could be a painting type work of art. It could be a play, right? Romeo and Juliet would be Shakespeare's masterpiece. It could be a song, music, like Mozart wrote a musical masterpiece. Okay, so this is his painting, the Mona Lisa. All right, and many of you are like, well, what's so special about it? It's a very good question, but it is a very, very famous painting. Okay, so we have the vocabulary word masterpiece. Okay, let's see what other vocabulary words we have. What is, we're going to talk about, now this is a mystery. So it's, remember, we have mystery vocabulary words. All right, so when you're talking about something that happened, whoops, the daisy, you have to talk about a mystery is usually you have to solve something. And most times it's a crime. What's a crime? You know what a crime is? A crime is something that the police would get you for. Okay? So the police, I'm going to come. Oh no, I did not want you to do that. You stole the Mona Lisa. No, I did not. Okay, a crime is when you do something bad. All right, something you're not supposed to do, something illegal. Okay, and the police come and they take you away, and then you go to jail. Crime. Okay. All right. Theory. Who can give me a synonym for theory? Remember, a synonym is a word that means the same. Okay? A theory. I have a theory. I have? Good. I have an idea. Okay? So another word for theory would be idea. Okay? And that's when a theory is kind of like an idea, like, I don't know who did it, but I have a theory about who did it, meaning I have an idea. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to find out, okay? We just talked about masterpiece. Masterpiece is something that is a person's an important work that somebody does in their life. Like, for example, Miss Majo's YouTube videos are her masterpiece. No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing masterpiece about this. But it's something important that people, it's like your best work in your whole life is a masterpiece, okay? Motive. Who can give me a synonym for motive? The motive for stealing the money was because I had no money. What is motive? Right. A synonym for motive is reason. It's the reason that you do something. Excellent job, Justin and Lucas. It's the reason. It's why. Very good, Maxime. It's why you do something. Motive could be why. Excellent. Excellent job. Why. Very good. Motive. Why you do something or the reason you do something. Perfect. Painter. I am a painter. I paint my pictures. All right. It's not drawing. It's with paint where you get the brush and you dip it in and you go. I don't have a paintbrush with me right now, so I can't really show you what that is. But It's not drawing with a marker or coloring with a crayon. It's painting, like Mr. Miyagi. Up, down, no side, up, down. All right, and clues. What are clues? Who can give me a synonym for a clue? In Spanish, a clue is pista. But who can give me an English synonym for the word for clue? Right, you got it. Clue, hint. Give me a hint. I'll give you a hint. Very good, Justin, Lucas. Excellent job. All right, a hint. Woo. Museum is where you go and where they put all of these beautiful paintings in. In the museum where the Mona Lisa is, it's called the Louvre. And the Louvre is in Paris. All right? The Louvre, it's the museum. Vanished. All right, who can give me a synonym for vanished? Miss Maggio? Vanished. Not anymore. Right. Disappeared. I made my family disappear? Yeah. Vanish, disappear. Crime, I said before, crime is something bad that you do that you're not supposed to, that the police will come and get you for, all right? Like stealing, robbing, okay? Varnish. Varnish is like paint, okay? It's a type of paint. And border, like the border is what you have around a picture. What they put, that's kind of like a frame, okay, is the border, the outside of something. Thief. What's a thief? The thief is the person that takes it from you, right? Robber, thief. Frame. Frame, border. The border's around it. You put a picture in a frame. Do I have a frame over here right now? No. And then we have painting. Thumbprint. This is your thumb, right? This is your thumb. And then this is your thumbprint. You know what makes the lines when you go like that? If I go, I put ink on my thing. Watch. Oops. And then you make a thumbprint. I should have probably done that on paper. Hold on. One moment, please. Look. It's what they do when you go to jail. And then you make a thumbprint. Usually, if you have better ink, you can make a better thumbprint. All right? So they can tell who you are. All right, now I got dry erase marker on me. And then mystery. It's all just a mystery. So let's find out. This is actually a nonfiction story. What does it mean, nonfiction? I'll give you guys 5 seconds to tell me what is nonfiction. Anybody? I hope I'm going to turn around and see somebody that wrote about nonfiction. What is nonfiction? No. Right. It's something that really happened. Okay. Fiction is not a true story. Nonfiction is a true story. Very good, Justin and Lucas. Super job. All right. So this, look, here's a frame. Here's the frame. Here's the border around the picture. So the Mona Lisa mystery. Ooh, I'm going to bring you guys closer for this one because this is going to be spectacular. Okay? And an art history mystery that rhymes, doesn't it? By Dina Anastasio, illustrated by David Cockcroft. What does that mean, illustrated? Right. Illustrated means drew, and the illustrator is the person that did the pictures. Okay, so this person, David Cockcroft, drew the pictures that are in the book. Okay, not this one. That's an actual photograph. Okay, but the other animated pictures he drew. Cool. All right. Here we go. Are you ready? Between 1503 and 1506, Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci worked on a painting that would become one of the most famous paintings in the world. It is called the Mona Lisa. Until recently, there were few certain facts known about the woman in the painting or about her life. Detail of the portrait of the Mona Lisa painted by Leonardo da Vinci between 1503 and 1506. Here's the painting. Her real identity had remained unproven. Many people thought that she lived in the town of Florence, Italy, where Leonardo also lived. Others believed that he painted it by copying the parts of several different people. Some people even thought that the artist just imagined her in his mind. New evidence supports the long-held belief that she was a real person and her name was Lisa. The evidence also shows that both Lisa's family and her husband, a wealthy silk merchant, silk is like a material, okay, in Florence, knew Leonardo's father. The small painting has been hanging in the Louvre Museum in Paris, France, for over 200 years. Every day, visitors come to stare at her mysterious smile and her eyes. She looked like she's smiling. They try to imagine what she was thinking about as she posed. I can imagine what she was thinking about. She's probably sitting there for about, 12 hours saying, when will this be over? Just kidding, I don't know. All right. And as she posed, when you pose, those are poses. Okay. And artists looked closely to see what special skills Leonardo used to make her hands look so natural. Look at how natural. They're almost as natural as Miss Maggio's. How did he create the shadowy background behind her? But in 1911, another mystery about the Mona Lisa was created. One day, the painting disappeared and didn't come back for over 2 years. 2 years. On August 22nd, 1911, an artist named Louis came to the Louvre Museum to study and copy the Mona Lisa, and as artists and students were allowed to do. It was a Tuesday, which is important because on Monday the museum was closed. What do you think? Louis entered the room where the Mona Lisa had always hung, but the painting wasn't there. Had someone moved it? He waited for a while, then he asked a guard to please go and ask about it. When the guard came back, he had very bad news. The Mona Lisa was missing. So what can we infer if this was a Tuesday and the museum was closed on a Monday? Let's use our inference strategies. We know that it's Tuesday. We know that the museum was closed on Monday. So what can you infer or tell me about the Mona Lisa? Right. Probably whoever stole it probably stole it on Monday when the museum was closed, right? Right. Oh, look it. He's like, oh my goodness. Leaping lizards. All right. The police were called. They searched every room. Soon they had clue number 1. The Mona Lisa's wooden frame was found near the stairs. Oh my goodness. Why would they take it out of the frame? You're right. So that they could probably roll it up and put it somewhere. The police questioned every person who worked at the museum. They felt sure that the theft had occurred on Monday when the museum was closed. They guessed that the thief had been a museum laborer, or had he just dressed as one so no one would notice him. They thought that when the guard was away, the thief simply had taken the painting off the wall. He carried it to the stairs. Then he took off the painting's heavy frame. The Mona Lisa is painted on a piece of wood, so it couldn't be rolled up. Oh, Miss Maggio was wrong. So he had to put the painting under his work shirt and gone down the stairs. The door was locked. He knew how to take off the lock, so he did. Then he walked outside and was gone. The museum closed for a week. The police talked with everyone they could think of. They closed all the border crossings. Oh, this is a border. But the border between one country and another country is also called a border. Okay? Lilia, if you were paying attention when I was reading the beginning of the story instead of chatting with Ameda, then you would know who Mona Lisa is right now. So you have the border, like for example, Dominican Republic and Haiti are two countries. What separates them is called the border. The United States and Canada are two countries that are attached together by land, but where one ends and the other one begins is called the border, okay? So they closed all the border crossings in and out of France. Fingerprint experts, Ms. Maggio did with her thumb, arrived. They fingerprinted people from all over the city and put the fingerprints on file. Every day, people waited to hear what the police had learned. When the museum opened again, people came to stare at the empty space on the wall where the Mona Lisa had hung for over 100 years. They just couldn't believe that the Mona Lisa was gone. Then the police found clue number 2. Clue number 2 was a thumbprint, like Miss Maggio showed you. All right. It was on the glass of the frame they found by the stairs. The experts compared the thumbprint on the glass to all the thumbprints they had put in the file. Would one match? Would this print solve the crime? I don't know. We'll have to find out. French public outrage. Leonardos' masterpiece still missing. Detectives on the trail of the Louvre theft. Everyone waited for the fingerprint results. But there was a big problem. The thumbprint on the glass was from the thief's left hand. Uh-oh. And they took the prints from all of the people's right hand. Oh, my goodness gracious. So the fingerprint experts had taken prints from people's right hands. They couldn't match the right hand prints in the file to the thief's left hand print because every fingerprint is different. Everyone was upset. No one knew what to do next. For the next 2 years, people called the police almost every day. Everyone had a new theory about what had happened to the Mona Lisa or where it was, but there were no real clues. The Mona Lisa seemed to have vanished. Then came clue number 3. But perhaps it shouldn't be called a clue at all because it was the thief himself who told the police about his motive for taking the painting. The famous painter of the Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci, was Italian. Leonardo had painted the Mona Lisa in Italy, but the painting had been hanging in a museum in France for years. Can you guess the thief's motive? So the thief says, Leonardo's from Italy. He painted it in Italy, and he was Italian, but the painting is in France. What's the motive? What's the reason why he took it? Right, because he thinks the painting should be in a museum in Italy and not in a museum in France, right? Good job. 2 years after the theft, on December 10th, 1913, a man named Vincenzo walked into an antique store in Florence, Italy. I have the Mona Lisa, he said. The owner of the antique store called the director of a museum in Florence. They both went with Vincenzo to his hotel room. Vincenzo opened a trunk and removed a false bottom. There was Leonardo's Mona Lisa. Vincenzo admitted to stealing it. He had been a laborer at the museum, meaning a worker. He saw the Mona Lisa every day, and he was sad that it was in a museum in France. His motive for taking it, he said, was to return the Mona Lisa to Italy, where he believed it truly belonged. Not bad. I mean, he's got a point. Safely back in Paris, the painting was examined by experts. They wanted to be sure that this was the real painting and not a forgery. Forgery meaning fake, not real. X-rays and photographs were made. Was this the same paint and varnish used in other Leonardo paintings? What about the wood in which it was painted? How old was it? They had to find out. The painting was indeed Leonardo's masterpiece. The Mona Lisa was returned to a special place in the Louvre Museum. It still hangs there today and is seen by 14,000 people every day. 14,000 people. And this is a real picture of the Louvre in Paris at the museum. And Ms. Maggio saw that. I went to Paris to the Louvre and I saw the Mona Lisa. And here is Vincenzo, the thief. The guy that took the Mona Lisa. After only 7 months, Vincenzo left jail to cheers. He was a celebrity. People sent him wine and flowers. He married, and then the man who had said that he hated France moved his family back there. Vincenzo Perugia opened a successful paint and varnish store in a small French town. There he lived a quiet and uneventful life until he died in 1947. So there you have it, folks. The mystery of Mona Lisa. Did you know that? All right, we'll talk about more of the main idea and details tomorrow. And then, because Ms. Maggio has a little quiz for you guys about it. Reading comprehension is very important. So hopefully you were paying attention. We'll do a little recap at the beginning of class tomorrow, and then you'll take the quiz, and we'll see how much you guys understood of the story and remember of the story, because now it's going to be the next day and not right now. Okay? Good stuff. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow. Be good, study hard, read lots, do math, and have a great day. Love you.